consciousness or I and experiencing are understood to be one and the same thing, which is not a thing, not an objective thing. So from here we can say all there is the knowing of our own being. All there is experiencing. Experiencing only knows itself.
Well, we've demonstrated pretty clearly.
Sorry, can I?
Yeah.
In order to say that there is something other than that, we have to begin to build up these subtle, we have to proceed in the opposite direction from which we have just come. We first have to conceive something other than myself taking place in me. Then another layer of belief. It doesn't take place in me, it takes place at a distance from me, made out of something other than me. And then another layer, this me, is located in one of these perceptions, in here. And in this way, we go from our intimate experience back into the world of abstraction, of I the body and you the world. So we could say that in order to do this, in order to create in our imagination the objects of the body-mind world, we first have to forget the reality of our experience. In other words, the world as such, and by as such I mean as it is normally conceived to be, is simply the forgetting of presence. That is what the world is, the forgetting of our true nature. And it appears synonymously with the belief that what I am, this knowing presence, is located in here. And that is that belief that there is something other than this knowing presence. That belief is it's the primary belief. The belief that I is located in here, which is the counterpart to the belief that it is located out there. This, we could call it the separate I belief or the separate I thought. It is the mother of the world. With that thought, the apparent object and other springs into apparent existence. Existence means to stand out from. Ex ist, from Latin, to exist out of. So existence is what seems to come out of experience, out of being, and to exist in its own right as a separate object. And with that belief, the I, or rather as a result of the I springing in here, contracting in here, on a cluster of sensations here or here, the world jumps outside. So it's the I thought, as it were, gives birth to the world. It's the mother of the world.
The linchpin.
And the I thought itself is simply another way of saying that would be the forgetting of presence, the forgetting of our true nature, which simply means the forgetting of the reality of our experience, just the reality of this experience, the apparent forgetting. We could say now that originally, when we started off this exploration of experience, we started off believing that what I am is a body-mind, that it's this that perceives, and we formulate that, I am something, I am an object. We traced back our experience, as it were, and discovered, no, I am not something, I am nothing, I am not a thing, nothing objective. And then, on exploring the relationship with this, that this no-thingness that I am has with the apparent objects, the things of the world, we discovered that actually there is no relationship. This I am doesn't know things through relationship. It is those things. These apparent things are its knowing of itself. So here we, in attempting now to reformulate that, we can say, whereas previously we said, I am nothing, we can now say, no, I am everything. So we've moved from the position I am something to I am nothing, and then from the position I am nothing to I am everything. The process, if we can call it that, from the belief I am something to the intermediate understanding I am nothing, could be called the path of wisdom or understanding. And then again, if we can call it a process, from the partial understanding I am something to the more complete understanding I am everything, could be called the path of love, in which the apparent otherness of things, objects, people is realized to be utterly, intimately one with myself. And then even the sense of I am everything, what are these things now? The idea of everything falls away and we're just left with I. And another name for that is simply love, the absolute intimacy of experiencing. That is what we mean when we say love. So love is another synonym, another name for this that I am, and this that this is. It is what I am. And love is one of the many names that we give to that.
There is a new book that I'll share with our viewers here that's being written right now by you. It's called Presence. And I'll share with you a quote from that because it seems like an appropriate time just to share that little quote, because I think this is really the most important part of the message. This is where that perceived distance, that separation created by witnessing goes away, and there's a sudden seeing that you're seeing nothing but yourself, and that results in nothing but love. And from his book, I'll say this one quote: love is the substance of everything experienced, that from which everything is made. And if I may be so self-indulgent as to quote one other person that some people are familiar with, Nisargadatta, who said, "In wisdom, I know I am nothing. In love, I know I am everything. Between these two, my life flows."
Beautiful.